Hello everyone. Let's start our discussion on quadratic equation. So quadratic equation. What do we mean by quadratic equation? Before learning about quadratic equations, let's take up what is linear equation. So what do we mean by linear equation? If I talk about any equation of the form, let's say 4x plus 1 equals to 0. So in this condition, the power of x is 1, and if the power of x is 1, we say this is a linear equation. Now in a polynomial, if we define degree, it is the highest power of variable in the polynomial. So if the highest power of variable in the polynomial is 2, if the highest power of variable in the polynomial is 2, we say it is a quadratic equation. So px equals to 0 is a quadratic equation if degree equals to 2. For example, x square plus 7x plus 1 equals to 0. So here the highest power of x is 2. Clear? So standard form, if I talk about, I can say it is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Standard form of a quadratic equation. Right? Where a, b and c, these are what? Real numbers. A, b and c. And x is a variable. This much is clear? So quadratic equation are of two types: pure quadratic and mixed quadratic. Pure quadratic equation and mixed quadratic equation. So what do we mean by pure quadratic equation? In case of pure quadratic equation, the equation is of the form ax square plus c equals to 0. Is it clear? Ax square plus c equals to 0 is a quadratic equation in pure form, whereas whatever we see here, the standard form, it is in mixed quadratic. So I can say, if I write an example of pure quadratic, it is 4x square plus 1 equals to 0. And if I have to write in mixed quadratic, so this is 3x square plus 7x minus 4 equals to 0. Is it clear? So now let's start with roots of quadratic equation. So what do we mean by roots of quadratic equation? So I can say the value of the variable, or I should say the values of the variable satisfying a given quadratic equation values of the variable satisfying a given quadratic equation are called its roots. That is, if alpha is a root, I can say for ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, a alpha square plus b alpha plus c is also equals to 0. Clear?